Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm back with my brother to experience the world of Persona on PC. I've never played a game in this series before, so I'm here to find out what the hype is about. Have you played a Persona game before, Lance?
Not personally. I've never finished a Persona game, but I have been told that Persona is just a part of Atlus Games' Megami Tensei series. It used to be called Shin Megami Tensei. This title in particular is a PC port of Persona 5 Royal from 2019, but that itself is just a remake of Persona 5 with some additional content, which was originally released back in 2016.
So we're a little bit late to the party, I guess.
Sure, but the fan base themselves are very much alive and well. They're incredibly active and very devoted to the series. That's what originally drew me to the series itself. I'd heard countless people sing its praises, talk about how great of a game it is, how unique it was. Some people, quite a few of my friends even, would claim that it is their favorite game of all time. With that much hype, I had to, check it out. But old Persona games also continue to get ports, but Persona 5 itself has incredible influence in the gaming scene. Smash Brothers, of course, drummed up a lot of hype to the series, and recently Atlus even helped make a Warriors game called Persona 5 Strikers.
Wow, that sounds interesting, certainly.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into the game.
Sounds good.
If the controller, well, there we go.
Alright, so while I did, if you noticed, I did say that I didn't finish any Persona game.
Is this the one you've started and
I
not
have
finished?
played through a decent chunk of Persona 5 Royal on my own. I think I got about halfway through. Let's see. But also, I was
This
playing
story
on...
is a work of fiction.
You don't say.
I was playing on PC, so I was using mouse and keyboard, which in and of itself was a bit of a hassle, I found, because clearly the game was designed for camera and controls and everything for joysticks. So now that I'm playing on a controller, that should be better.
Unfortunately, this is not quite the level of controller it was designed for.
It's also not really a controller I've had too much experience with, and so you may notice me fumbling around with it a little bit, trying to figure out buttons, because of course I'm more used to a PlayStation controller, so the B and A button is going to frustrate me.
Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental.
Boy, actually, yeah.
Only those
That
who have
disclaimer
agreed
is a
to
mark
the
of the
above
time.
have the
You don't
privilege
see that very often
of
anymore, but it
partaking
used
in
to be
this game.
everywhere.
I think it's also a little artistic. You'll see in a bit. This character...
Oh, this is a character going on.
Yeah,
right now.
you'll see.
Oh.
The contract has been sealed.
Okay, well,
See,
with a line like that, I guess
It's part of the
becomes
story.
apparent.
The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided.
That right there, apparently, from what I've known through the first half, is basically just Persona 5 in a nutshell. Is them trying to be...
Those who oppose fate and desire change, from time to time, they were referred to as tricksters.
I feel like from time to time isn't as dramatic a phrase as the
You are the
audio.
trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
And you'll
from
see
time to time.
It's very similar to, what's the name of that anime? Lupin the Third. It's that kind of aesthetic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Are we going to be robbing bank? I
That's what
haven't
he means
seen
by
Lupin, so I don't know
tricksters.
exactly what he does.
This cutscene's good for exemplifying what they mean. So you'll
Are
see.
we in the helicopter?
Not quite. I don't think so.
Are we rich? Alright, this is quite... Oh, we're gonna hit the sign. Dodged it. Well, someone's already in trouble. I can see what you've told me about the music being important.
It's the main focus of the game.
Of course there's someone here. There's loads of people here. What are you talking about? Hopefully the game audio is coming through well. If not, we may have to fix that in the next episode. Still getting around some of the kinks of the new computer and recording. Ah, so that's the guy from Smash Brothers, right?
They let you name him, but his name should have changed.
He's here. Move it immediately.
I've actually not ever played that DLC of Smash Bros, so I'm actually even more just surface level aware of any of this.
Good.
Oh,
Start
and we're
fresh.
just immediately into
Now
it.
get running.
Boyish voice. Boy's voice. Okay.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll
Just
retrieve
dropping
the
us
bridge
right into the
somehow.
action. Sure, yeah, they said that.
What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
controls. Oh, that feels way better on the actual controller.
Show yourself above
Well, one of the main things would be that the controller's joystick is able to read those minute details that WASD's kind of, 8-directional.
This theme in particular is very fun.
Well, being the first, I would assume they'd want to lead with some of their best work.
Get out of there!
Look at these incredible feats of athleticism. Boy can jump.
No worries. I
Regular Ezio Auditore.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's gonna be that kind of game.
Take him down, Joker!
they explain it. They just want to get you into the combat.
I'm guessing this is like weeks after the action started.
You'll see.
Or a nightmare sequence, who knows.
And this is very traditional for all of Atlus's
Aaron
games.
Power Mode.
That suddenly you're in Final Fantasy?
Get him, Joker!
It is turn-based, yeah.
Well, I
it's
mean,
very
like you're
different.
fighting some fantasy machine bull.
So apparently I don't have a persona yet. Which is good. Oh, there you go. That's the main button.
Huh.
So I know a little bit.
What's the world's an iodon?
That's just the name of the spell.
Oh, okay. And that's his spell.
Yeah, and that's the other great.
Everyone else, head to position.
Using a gun.
Use route. Oh, she's not talking about.
Yes, he has a gun.
Did that matter how many times you hit the button?
Yeah, because you could stop.
So
halfway
it's
through and
action
switch.
combat, not just
They'll ex-
turn-based.
They'll explain the systems later.
Let's go.
But
Ravage that!
it's pretty solid. The combat is one of the game's greatest praises, is that there are some things you can complain about, but it's pretty tight.
More of them? Be careful!
Well, yeah, remember there were 2 at the top of the stairs? Was that an action cutscene? Did you have to push a button, or...? Okay.
In fact, I don't think those are in this
Go through
game.
that door!
Okay, good. I don't like those.
Oh good, it was just a cutscene fight. You didn't actually have to do any of that.
You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
If you think so, this looks like a dead end.
Don't worry.
Well, he's not responding. Is he silent?
I love his voice actor. Joker? Yes.
Oh, so that's why you're never responding.
You're kind of supposed to self-insert onto him. That's what I
Do they start acting like you responded even though there was no text?
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, he's certainly been absolutely radio silent up until now.
They just opened my map for me, or I hit a wrong button.
Ah, afraid I was no.
Oh, and by the way, navigating is a lot easier when I get into the habit of just looking at the mini-map, because these Persona 5 maps, especially on the mouse and keyboard, can be really frustrating to figure out where you're going. And so I was able
what's
to very
interactable
quickly,
or not?
Exactly. So I know right away that the door is right over
Oh,
there.
I see the
So
yellow.
I didn't have
now,
to
yeah.
even search around. This is the part where you normally fumble around a bit. trying to
And would
find
they
it.
be like hiding collectibles in between those things?
So one of the best things to do is to look at the mini-map primarily. That way you're not just confused as to where you're going. Because the game's later levels can get very dungeon intense, to where you get kind of confusing.
The intruder simply can't be found.
Simply can't be found.
Intense.
They're really earning their pay. Okay. Ah, and that tells you that that area is not the door you're looking for. This one's. 'cause
Red
it's
areas are
yellow.
ones you haven't been in yet.
Oh, he's simply unable to be found, dude. Give up.
Pretty intuitive though. I like their systems.
Victory addiction.
Now
There's just a lot of graffiti everywhere.
you'll see why. That's also intentional.
Ah, is that not technically real or something like that? Oh my goodness.
Again, I'll let them explain it.
So there's a little bit of Solid Snake in there
Now,
too.
I love this aspect of the game because, of course, you can't have this game pretend to be about sneak thieves without having a little bit of sneaking. So
Oh.
there's a bit
I mean,
of stealth mechanic.
you could. I've seen some games fail.
In
that way,
reality,
but
though,
it's good that it
it's
has
not
it.
it's not a strong part of the game. It's a simple mechanic they add to give you a slight edge in battle, but you can't avoid any of the major conflicts. Which
We're not quite playing Metal Gear at the moment.
There we go. How do I cancel on this? Okay, see. Thanks.
Alright, so this looks like it's going to be mandatory fight. Oh,
Not necessarily. I'm looking for it. No, just hang on. Perfect timing. Oh, here you go.
use that thing.
See, and this is
and
where
fly over there.
sometimes the map won't help you.
Ah,
Because
because
you'll
it's
notice that's not-
three-dimensional to it.
So using your camera is pretty mandatory. Alright, I guess it's as simple as
From
just go
how
straight
far
from
you
here.
played, is it pretty on the rails as far as this, or does it
The
start to
first
be
couple of dungeons
exploration
are
heavy?
very on the
Joker,
rails.
stop!
It stops you being on the rails a little bit into it.
It's an enemy right near you!
Are you sure? Yes,
Yeah,
she's very sure.
out of
about that.
nowhere.
Even you can't take on the... Huh?
Well, then what's he gonna do?
That weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too!
I don't remember mentioning a weird reading. Ah, okay.
Should
Full
be
motion cutscene. Boy, they sure are willing to just stand there and menace you
Well,
rather than
this
actually
cutscene in
attack.
particular,
I'll end this right
you need to
now.
Persona 5 Royal. Because this character didn't exist in the original game.
So that's why
Joker,
they're drawing
it's
such
her.
attention.
She's the weird reading I'm getting!
Well, okay.
Well, they're not human, so it's fine to kill them. They just kind of look human.
Well, more to the point, I thought that she was throwing it at him, but I guess that's
Yeah,
that's the intentional misdirect.
baby switch.
Ah, so everybody's got guns, except the bad guys, for some reason.
They have ranged weaponry.
And the Minotaur had a spell.
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today.
Okay, so she is fighting.
No.
Oh,
Let's do this,
They're
senpai!
trying to intentionally be very mysterious.
I mean, there's I'm confused. If that was the goal, I'm very confused. So they know who it is anyway.
Oh, see, them
It's been a
specifically
while since
women.
we last fought side by side. But
Is she
this
from a
time,
previous
it's
game?
my
Is that
turn
why
to
she's
come to
talking
your
about?
aid, senpai.
No, you'll see.
Now let's win this!
Just backstory that we aren't privy to yet.
You're supposed to be in the dark, very much so. Oh, they refilled my ammo. Maybe
Is
they
that
didn't.
not common?
I think it didn't do it automatically.
Oh, I see. So
See, you can switch targets. I'm just gonna take it.
can you stop it early and still do another action then?
Once
Are
you've
there
chosen
action
these
points? Okay. And now are you out of bullets for the rest of the fight?
Well, she just crit him, so we're gonna all out of
Well,
time.
fight's over.
But yeah, the rest of the fight is usually going to be done.
Interesting. I presume then an
But they're
increase to ammo capacity will likely be an upgrade system.
I think that's the last of them.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay?
Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
I presume this is
Please
where
go.
we
I'm
go
going to
back
make
to the
it
way
harder
that the
for them to
script
track
used to
you
be
down.
before it was royal.
You still have something you need
Because
to
that's
do
where
as a
it sounded a little bit
right?
less like it was acknowledging her presence.
Then
Again,
I
I
won't
haven't
stop
played
you.
Persona 5.
Oh,
I
right.
I couldn't tell you.
Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position
She knows
to
more about what's
interfere.
going on than we do.
It is
However,
very vague.
Please don't forget the promise we made.
No worries, can't remember what I don't know.
Go, go, go!
This music's
Alright,
vague.
let's do it.
And now the screen has a weird effect. I presume that's meaning that will be explained later. Oh, cutscene. Ah, but this one's not CG, this one's animated.
She's sneaking.
You gonna want to crouch to get past that window.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Okay, we ain't playing around with whoever this is. Well, lucky the one guy happened to look the other direction.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
Is he gonna
Just
jump
how it is.
across the
After that
chandelier?
commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make
What
it?
was that radio switch?
Over there.
Well,
There's
maybe you
no one
shouldn't
on.
have waited so long. Or shut the door behind you.
See ya.
Boy, for the order to kill on sight, they sure weren't shooting.
He does talk when he wants to.
What a show off.
Typically, like a
So
one-liner
reckless,
like
you know that?
Also magic. Oh, and
Enemies here? What's wrong? These readings. It can't be. What happened?
that. This is the premise of the game.
Joker, can you handle this?
Joker.
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go.
really, none of you are opting for shoot. Okay. Well, boy. So that just went about as poorly as you said.
Game over.
Suspect secure.
That was fast.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your
Did
teammate
you
to thank for
expect?
this. You were sold out.
I never did get to the part of the game where we figure out who sold it.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
I presume we're about to go back in time and see how all this began.
Not just yet. Just a bit more.
That is a tall collar. Pretty unsanitary to just leave syringes on the
Guess the
ground.
drug was too strong. Wake him up.
It's called organic storytelling.
I guess. They could have someone walking away having injected. Oh, yeah, what was the camera looking at before that it had to move on to him?
You still don't get it, do you?
No, really.
Give it up.
Ooh.
Well, then what was the
Come
point of
on,
having
cooperate. What? You want another shot? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
There are several of these choices, and I'm gonna make some that.
Do you know if
are
any
gonna
of
be
them
honest, I
matter?
don't remember. No, well, some of them sure. I'm not gonna look it up. I'd rather have a run a clean playthrough. Of course not. What do you mean? Be a little. Oops. Run back.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons.
I don't get that one because they shouldn't have weapons.
Manslaughter too, yeah?
They'll explain it later, but
Talk about the works.
Well,
Think that
manslaughter.
all those crimes were led by
Maybe
a punk
that's
like this.
maybe they're being written up
Frame.
You seem to
regardless.
be enjoying every second of it.
Also, what does it matter if he was enjoying it?
oh,
Whoa, okay, what?
yeah, I forgot about this. Story. I don't think I've ever played on Merciless. My playthrough, I think I did hard. I don't know if they let you switch it. We'll just do normal.
Yeah, I certainly.
You cannot change the difficulty. Oh, only on safe difficulty, which means you can change the others. Yeah,
Then yeah.
there's no harm in starting in normal.
You should know your place.
Uh-oh.
Locate.
You're free to go.
We just wanted to make sure you knew your place, that's all.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see.
Do
I
you
need
though?
your hand to sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Oh, he's got the psycho stare down real well.
He's not the only one.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece.
Take the
We're
pen.
going to make you
Up his
understand.
neck.
One must take full responsibility for their actions.
And this is their organic way of having your character named.
And you end up with a first and last
Well,
name? Oh, I guess
Yeah,
you
technically
will have to
you
use
don't-
the keyboard
oh,
no
you
matter
have to
what
use
for this part.
Oh, great. I don't know how you did it on the original PS5, but
I imagine it brought
PS5.
up a, the virtual keyboard.
what do you want to call him?
Do you know his
We can just-
normal name?
I don't think he has a canon name,
Oh.
and they'll explain
Oh.
why. The reason he's called
Oh,
Joker's
is
is Joker's
because
his
no
Phantom
one
Thief
knows.
name.
Ah, then yeah,
So
just
they all have Phantom
a
Thief
new one will
names.
work then.
Well, oh, why are you letting me do that, but you won't let me backspace? That's odd.
Yeah. There we go. Boy, this is just not wanting to work very well at all, huh? There we go.
That's odd.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. We got it. Took some doing.
Goodness gracious. Also intended to have the cursor hidden there. Who knows if that ended up working correctly.
Here's an important character.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
As if he wouldn't know who she is.
I'm Nijima from the public
You know.
prosecutor's office.
Nijima, but also businesswoman.
Prosecutor's
Should be in
office.
this particular part of
What
the
business
place
do you have
all
here?
the time. Prosecutor's office. What do you mean? What business do you have in the
Just let me through. It's
Whatever.
urgent.
That's
There's
weird.
something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction.
No
Besides,
longer? Was it ever?
Are you Prosecutor Sai Nijima? I just got off the phone with your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
Good. Up yours.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation.
Sure you are. What's his name just said that...
You'd bring it up.
Hurry.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Real downer, this guy.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important.
I
Your
lied.
time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown, after all. We don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
They'll get into all that later.
So this is sometime later, given the tables in the room.
That
I
could be what they
didn't
meant by
expect it to be
weapon.
you.
Is that they're a more unknown weapon is what they're getting at? Because they shouldn't have actual weapons on their person.
You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards.
See, that's why you don't go leaving those on the floor!
It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them. That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major incident? I didn't think it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution. It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.
Asking a lot of questions, but not giving them too much time to answer. Such a sassy option.
True. There's no way I could be convinced of such a world just by reading the reports. It seems you're coherent. When and where did you find out about that world? How is it even possible to steal another's heart? Now, tell me your
We're getting
account
Kingdom
of
Hearts
everything.
up in here.
Start from the very beginning.
And therefore,
That's the premise of the game, is that it's all
or at
not
least
all, but
partially,
A decent
I
chunk of
imagine
it's
we catch up
retelling.
with it.
Like a decent chunk, though.
You are held captive, a prisoner of fate to a future that has been sealed in advance. This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you. I beg you, please overcome this game and save the world. The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds, the truth that you and your friends grasped. It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago.
So
For
it
the
doesn't
sake
matter.
of your world's future, as well as your own, you must remember.
It's actually good information, because I didn't realize how many more I had. Apparently it's 6 months.
Alright.
Here we go, our first save.
Whoop.
Straight
On
into
the way to school.
flashback.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines.
You'll find not all voice acting in the sequel. You'll hear all kinds of different pronunciations. I promise this is a perfectly finely rated game.
A ruffian is he?
Damn brat! I'll sue!
That guy sure is.
Well, we can't have a game in Tokyo without going to the Shibuya Crossing. Uh-oh. Oh, the app opens itself.
I get a feeling that's what's going on.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay. That's clearly normal.
This kid's got problems.
No kidding.
Use it.
Yeah, that's how phones work.
Yeah, also, game over right there. That is stay deleted.
Alright, well, they put you in control.
Not yet.
Oh.
There we go.
I was gonna say, but it didn't seem like they were telling you where next to go.
Now I'm in control. That's like I said, remember the mini-map, super useful for all of this.
Looks like the map already opens up a little bit.
Very quickly, they let you have access to quick travel and stuff. Hey, that's an important character. They're just casually.
Well, you don't say. Someone else highly designed is an important character.
Sojiro Sakura. It's a fan favorite character. I'm a big fan of Sojiro. He's cool.
Huh.
I will be having to pay attention to some of these tutorials again. I'm used to the controls, I'm not used to these controls. Most of that can be avoided, although I say this.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a lot more depth of a map.
It's just packed. I know where it is, but
I presume it's the thing being marked by the exclamation point.
Is he in front of the doctors? No. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, it's a camera. So that's why he's staying.
But these places are all closed at the moment.
Not only that, but if I remember correctly, like some of these places don't open up for like months. It takes a very long time for some of them to get opened up.
I feel like I ended up somewhere completely different.
Travel spot. I'm gonna eavesdrop on this woman and her child. Talking about the unrest in town. Oops. Here. I need to figure out which one of these buttons is. It's not the triggers.
Oh, hi, Anna.
Yeah, there's some really high quality voice actors here. Look at this place called Coffee Cafe LeBlanc. That's somewhere we're supposed to go. I gotta figure out who else I need to talk to. I'm guessing it's not really exclamation point, but
Oh yeah, it is just saying go to the residence.
I don't think it'll let me in. We're gonna try that. Because this is his house, as it says clearly right there. Oh. I forgot how the start starts here.
Oh,
Looks like no one's home.
Thank you, random citizen.
Oh yeah, Sakura-san's usually at his cafe around this time. Well, it belongs in the back alley, so I should make my other deliveries first.
Thank you for thinking
Next,
out
I
loud.
need to take this package to...
To Mumble Mumble. You know, the ever popular Mumble Mumble.
I wonder if he says something new this time.
But where is LeBlanc?
He does.
A cast of friends.
Pretty sure there's like a run button, but I can't figure out where it is, so I'm just...
I presume that's him with the newspaper.
A public transit bus was driven down an opposing lane with its customer
thing.
It is weird to me how much of this is voiced and how much of it isn't. There's a decent chunk of the game that is voice acted, but there's also a
Well, and if the
surprising
main
amount that
character
isn't.
has all
What
these
could be
voice
going
lines,
on?
why
Something
not have
similar
him voice
happened
them?
just the other day.
And down is the name of a shellfish used in pearl farming.
Love his voice actor. You'll hear him in a lot of games.
Oh, right.
I think he was that Torn in World of Warcraft.
They did say that was today.
Well, we'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
Foreshadowing.
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
None of my concern.
Cold, so you know.
Well, see you next time.
Oh, 4 hours for just a single cup of joe.
That's part of why.
So, you're the guy.
It's not like he has any other customers that they'd be holding up, but.
Please take care of me.
Yeah. I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my custody over the next year. I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. But you're the one, huh?
Foster care system.
You remember? Oh, it was that opening where he got in trouble with the police. That's.
Oh,
Have you
this
been
is still
told?
following it?
A customer of mine and your parents know
Oh.
each other.
They weren't terribly clear about that, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, not that that matters. Follow me.
The game does do a pretty good job of explaining things. It's just
This is your room.
the order that it chooses to tell you some of these things is a little
I'll at least give you sheets for your bed.
unique.
Interesting.
You look like you want to say something.
It is big.
It's on you to clean up the rest. I'll be leaving
Nice of
after I
him to
lock
let
up
you
your
have
chair.
the rest of it, though.
He's supposed to be a little prickly.
You'll
at
be
first.
alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw you out if you cause any trouble. Now then, I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right?
Ah, so you...
That's what you get for sticking your
Oh,
nose
I
in a
guess.
matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah? And now that you've got a criminal record,
He broke his
you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved. In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass. It's best you not talk about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave
What does
yourself
that
for the
mean?
year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted. Really now? It's the word that applies to you.
I like someone who
Your
said
sentence
it
lasts
was.
until next spring, right? That's why you're gonna be here for the coming year. Cause any problems and you'll be sent straight to juvie. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow. Shujin Academy, the school you'll be attending. We'll introduce ourselves properly to the staff there. There's rarely a place that'll accept someone like you,
On
you
a
know?
Sunday. I'm surprised the staff were there on a Sunday, but maybe in Japan.
Work, work, work.
What a waste of my Sunday. Your luggage arrived a little while ago. I brought it up here for you.
The
Box. That's why I had it in quotes. Luggage. Cardboard box. There he goes. There's casual. Actual trash.
I feel like starting with the dusting is maybe
Ah,
missing the forest for the
certainly-
trees.
Certainly before the mopping, you'd want to do the dusting.
I just feel like getting the clutter out of the room. Oh, he's not planning on getting the clutter out of the room at all. Okay.
They'll do it bit by bit. It's a way for game mechanics as well, you'll see.
What the heck? I heard you making all sorts of noise up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning. Actually, the place doesn't look too bad, though it's only natural you'd want to keep your room tidy. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm going to close up shop and get out of here myself. I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too late. Got that?
Going to bed is special, actually. Limited, careful, understand that for you. Ain't that the truth? That's this game in a nutshell. There's not much resource management. There's a bit. A couple things. But I don't think there's anything else to do yet.
One would certainly
Later,
assume
you
from
really
what he
want
said.
to get some of this stuff done before. But just go to sleep.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Oh,
Just get in the car.
Stop it!
How dare you cross?
that's why I was stopping.
How dare you cross me? That's a bit of a
No!
weird line.
Don't give me that shit.
Ah, so he was drunk as well. That
Please stop!
explains a bit of it.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble?
He looks
Huh?
a little different in the cutscene. But,
I'll call the police!
this is the version of him you want.
Call them if you want. The police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No! Stop!
So he's been wrapped up in important stuff from the get-go then.
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
That's not the Prime
What are you
Minister,
doing?
surely.
Get out of my
I don't
face.
think so.
That would
Again,
be...
I only got about halfway through the game, and I think they reintroduced this character here and there, but
This ain't a
maybe
show.
keep it mostly in the story.
Get lost, kid. See? This is all because you're so damn slow. Get in the car.
Boy, they got about 4 uses out of that voice line.
You just can't fall asleep.
Oh, it's not going to reappear immediately.
Purple room already. I thought this took longer. Yeah, they'll explain it. You remember the narrator, right?
Vaguely?
You'll recognize his voice when he starts talking. Tiny Warden.
2.
Yep. Unnecessary chains on the gate.
It's an aesthetic choice.
There it is.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
Where I have mastered speaking without moving my teeth.
So you come to, inmate? The you in reality is currently fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well. Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you.
He didn't put it in quotes this time.
Worry not. There is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated. Rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin.
I assume this
Do you
bit
have the
is
resolve to challenge
maybe
the
the
distortion
connecting
of the
thread
world?
between all the Persona games, that this
I think
type of
there
thing and this
is a
Igor
purple-
character.
I don't know about Igor in particular, maybe.
Oh.
But I do know the purple room is a recurring thing. And you'll see why. It's because it also has to do mechanically. There's combat. It has something to do with combat. I'd rather avoid the room.
Allow
You don't
me
say.
to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like.
I
The
thought you
duty
said he
of
was surprised that
wardens
it would
is
show
to
up as a
protect
jail.
inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
There you go. That's his first night.
And he woke up fully dressed for school.
Looks like you're up.
Stylish young man right there.
Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending is in the Aoyama district. It'll take a while to get there by train. The transfers are a real hassle too. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go. Men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat.
Okay, thanks. We needed to hear that.
Old man's got game.
That's his business. Why is he making it ours?
Do me a favor and behave yourself, alright? Don't get me wrong, I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will
Oh, hey, it's
immediately
Ace.
be expelled if you cause any problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, there's going to be quite a few really.
Is all of those voice actors coming back?
Pretty much every single main character in this game is a very well-renowned voice actor.
In my opinion, you're nothing but a liability. But we had our circumstances
Yeah,
to
what, government
consider.
money?
This guy's practically a side character.
Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, those days are over. If you are
That
thrown
he'd be
out
like
from
that,
our
like,
school, there
yeah,
will
he
be
was-
no place for you to go.
Whatever you got away
Keep
with.
that in mind.
You know he's here because he didn't
This
get
is the
away
teacher
with
in charge of
something.
your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID.
They already get a picture of him.
Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all.
So there we go. Now we're caught up.
See what everyone says.
That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
Well, because apparently word has gotten out of what he
But
did.
really, though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
Is now really the time?
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on you. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Everyone's giving you the cold shoulder. That's what having a criminal record does to you.
Regardless of the reason.
Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it?
I don't need to be sassy.
School never changes, huh? Come on,
What that
we're
was
going
supposed to
home.
He's just appreciating the scenery.
What a troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
And I would imagine government
I would
money.
have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Or,
Well, I should be
consider a
returning
human being,
friends.
but whatever.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
Because you had the opening. That was already made clear.
Traffic's not moving at all.
Well, in your
Continue
direction.
training starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage?
All we did was meet the teacher and principal.
Do you even understand your situation? Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
I mean, yeah.
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Yeah, that's the real problem.
Another
Affecting the
accident.
timetable.
So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately.
Oh yeah, it's all coming
I
together.
assume that's gonna
In
have
fact, there was a real side of it just last month. It happened before you came here. If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15.
Before he came here.
Her parents have got to be just...
All traffic around Shibuya Station is being redirected due to the accident, so drivers should expect jam-packed streets.
You don't say.
Oh, come on.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the
Okay.
I don't know.
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
Suspicious.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the
Well,
truth.
that still doesn't explain what we
There's no
saw.
way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people?
Stress?
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct?
Like she said earlier, this is her case.
Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
Boy, they got some real quality voice acting for
Not
some
all the
of
voice
these.
actors the same.
To be fair, he was probably being directed to act like someone who's kind of, oh, hi, Light Yagami.
Is it a case?
You see it, right?
I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though.
Yeah, I think the hair's a
Can
little
we
longer,
discuss this
but-
over sushi, perhaps?
His eyes.
You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
I don't know, that's pretty expensive. Not good enough for a prissy boy.
Damn, to think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Whatever, just head upstairs. There's something I need to give to you.
Some other belongings that presumably came in.
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people involved.
Developing situation.
Here's the diary. Make sure you keep it up to date.
That's a weird requirement
You may
to
be
put on
under
someone.
probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However,
come on.
I'm obligated to report on you.
Ah,
That's why I'm
that's
having you
fine.
record your daily activities.
Not a bad idea. Nope,
Hey,
wasn't for you, Missy.
what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, right?
Do what you want. Head off to bed.
It's more of a suggestion.
Fair. I presume the journal is, how you're gonna save. Well, that is excellent, because that will provide us a nice breaking point for this first episode, which has
do it.
really included a lot, frankly.
There's more.
I imagine.
The tutorial for this game is quite long, but it's railroaded pretty well.
Well, indeed. Thanks for joining me for this, and we'll
Thanks for
see
having
you
me.
guys next time.